I would like to mention a very important book, which is unfortunately out of print now. It was written in early 2000, I think 2003 or 4, by Hiranmay Karlekar. The name of the book is Bangladesh, the Next Afghanistan. And it was published by Sage. Now it is out of print, but I would like our audience, they can go and they can Google it, or they can have a PDF version of this book and they can read it for their own knowledge gain or whatever. So it is an extremely grim picture, extremely grim, extremely dark, and I'm not going to be pessimist while saying all these things. And all these students' uprising actually culminated, I am going back to the students' uprising, because Hasina was not ousted because of students' uprising. She was ousted because she declared Jamaat as a banned political organization. When the atrocities on roads started increasing, the government did its own investigation. Okay, and within 10 days, the government came to the conclusion that Jamaat and its students' wing, Islami Chhatro Shibir, are behind. They have hijacked the movement and they are behind most of the atrocities. So in July 31, the government declares bans Jamaat-e-Islami and Islamic Chhatro Shibir both under the 2009 Anti-Terrorism Act, Section 18, Clause 1, I suppose. This was the direct attack on the hornet's nest, I would say. It was the direct attack on the Islamist Hornet's Act. And within 4 days, she was forced to leave her own country because the people just came on the road when Jamaat was banned. And we have to understand what is the relationship of Jamaat-e-Islami and Sheikh Hasina. There are two very important points. Sheikh Hasina was not only the Prime Minister, she was the shadow of her father.
Yes. The father of Bangladesh.
Yes, Mujibur Rahman. She symbolized everything that her father fought for or died for, which was an antithesis to Jamaat. Because Jamaat has historically collaborated with Pakistani army, Jamaat has historically collaborated with the radicals, Jamaat has historically collaborated with the Islamist, and Jamaat was always against the syncretic nature of Bangladesh. So this was a personal attack on Sheikh Hasina. And second, the most important thing is International Crimes Tribunal, which was instituted by Sheikh Hasina in 2010. When she was campaigning during 2008, one very important part of her election manifesto was Charter of Change. And Awami League made it a point that if the people of Bangladesh elect us, vote for us, we will do justice to the criminals of the 1971 war. We will bring them down.
So one can say that Awami League built Bangladesh and they hunt for the culprits of 1971.
Yes. And she made it a point that if I come to power, I will do justice. And she did. The government hanged 5 Jamaati leaders, including its then chief. His name was, I think, Qadir Mullah. Yeah, his name was Abdul Qadir Mullah, and 5 Jamaati leaders were hanged. Not even Benazir Bhutto could do that. Benazir Bhutto had a very, she walked on the ice. She never, interfered with what the extremists, religious extremists or Islamists were saying. She let them be. But this is a woman in an Islamic country who took 5 prominent Jamaati leaders, including its chief, to the gallows.
She paid the price.
She paid the price, definitely. But I would say, when we are in a sort of, I would say, working democracy, we are in a sort of liberal society. So women who are in India or in any other part of a liberal society or a liberal so-called democracy will not understand the situation of a woman in an Islamist regime. How difficult it is for a woman to survive in an Islamist regime. And she had the guts. She followed her words and she did that. Not only 5 leaders were hanged, 50 of them were indicted. So it became a sort of a personal tussle between Jamaat in one hand and Sheikh Hasina on the other hand. So this is, as you absolutely said, which is absolutely a correct way, she actually paid the price.